everyone. This is Reggae Steady Ska Transatlantic video calls. It means that I'm here, Joachim Irschels, in Cologne, Germany, and I'm talking to Charles Benoit over in Rochester, New York.
Lovely Rochester, New York. Yes, indeed. I am very excited today to talk about an album that I've been listening to a real lot that you introduced me to, sir. The new one, Double Salute by The Higher Notes.
Yeah, The Higher Notes. I wrote about it in Rhythm magazine, and there's a nice review in it. And it's a band from the Netherlands. The Netherlands are not too far from Cologne, and I always thought that the Dutch reggae and ska scene was very, very interesting, very, very good. They have great bands, one of which was Root Rich and the High Notes a few years back. They had really great production. They were much better than many other bands that were around at that time. I think they don't operate anymore, but the higher notes are somehow connected to those.
Well, whatever the connection is, they put together a fabulous album that, it appeals to me in a different sense. It's, I have a big soft spot for anything that has that jazz feel to it. And this album is, again, another album that could be the top of the charts, of the jazz charts, if it only got play on jazz stations. And there's one of the main reasons, not just the jazz sensibilities, but their choice of instruments. This is going to be the best flute album in your ska or reggae collection. The flute is just fabulously played in this.
It's a very interesting choice. It's an instrumental ska reggae album, like old albums from RICO or the Skatalites, like these from the 80s period. The higher notes are three people. These are Raspi, I think Raspi is called. He used to be in the high notes.
High notes.
And the second one is the drummer Uta, and he's the son of the guy that used to play bass in the high notes.
Second generation, I like it.
Yeah, and the next generation. And then there is the third one, who is called Jan Kopper, and he plays all the brass instruments. He plays all the saxophones on the record and the flute.
He plays the hell out of them too, I'll tell you. Normally when you think of jazz flute, if you're an American or you're into bad movies, you probably would think Ron Burgundy from Anchorman, a comedy, which you can skip safely. Or if you're into jazz, you'll think of people like Herbie Mann or Yosef Lateef, Eric Dopley. I think this artist can definitely be added to that list, especially when he mirrors it with such beautiful saxophone playing. It's very soulful. This is not an album that you're going to put on and dance get the house wild. It's not the one that you put on to get the crowd going. It's the album, my wife described it as the album you put on after you've had a great night out and you're just not ready for bed yet. And you just want to sit and you need to chill and relax with a nightcap. This is the album you put on.
And it's and you can listen to it while sitting, and not you don't need to dance. Well, you can dance, but maybe not as wild as to some of the other things that are called ska these days.
Yeah, my favorite song on the album is one called Earth Shuffle, and the reason I like it, it reminds me of a Henry Mancini music score. Or something you'd expect from like a Rock Hudson Doris Day movie from the late 50s, early 60s. It's just got a great bouncy feel to it. And that really, to me, adds something to the whole album.
Yeah, it's yeah, this is a really cool track, and my favorite is called Dusk Till Dawn, and it's so smooth. You just got to listen to it. Yeah, the thing about the album, it's out on Bandcamp, and I think you can listen to it on Spotify, but it's not available on vinyl yet. I think we should tell the guys from the Higher Notes, please release it on vinyl too. It has to be on vinyl. This is music that has to be on vinyl.
I would have to agree. Some albums, it's nice to have, but this is an album that's perfect on vinyl. I got to talk about one last song on there. Another song called Room Service. If you ever wondered what would happen if ska had been developed back in the 40s, the late 30s and the 40s, and you'd wonder how bands back then would have played it. To me, the song Room Service, it has this lush horn section, which you don't hear anymore. You only heard this back in the 30s and the 40s. And it definitely has this feel like you expect some announcer coming over the top saying, yes, in sunny Rio de Janeiro, the people love to dance. It's just got that vibe to it. You've got it. Room Service is the name of the song. Really dig it.
Yeah, this Duke Ellington vibe maybe, or something.
Yeah.
This direction. Yeah. Yeah, please check out this album, support the Higher Notes, buy the music on Bandcamp, and yeah, listen to our other reviews, our other Transatlantic video calls, and tell us about new releases, please.
Oh yeah, definitely. Clue us in on that.
Okay. See you.
Till then, ciao.
Ciao.